I was reading some shit that says something about if a man provides, does all these things, he will get a submissive woman, or the most submissive version of his woman, right? Number one, men want women that are already naturally submissive. That's number one. Number two, real women are already naturally submissive. It's not something that, oh, I'm going to choose to be. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not something that a woman chooses to be. It's who she is. It's who she is. You'll get the most softest, gentlest version of the woman. So in other words, you got some women out here who are being fake and not being who they really are, right? Basically. Because the women who are keeping it real and are soft and gentle, feminine by default, by just who they are, it's not determined by the man. The man doesn't determine if that woman is this way. So you mean to tell me that there's actually females out here? Well, I know there is, but what she's saying, she's basically telling on herself. She's basically saying that she is fake, basically. I'm only going to be soft and feminine and all this other shit depending on how the man acts, right? But if the man don't act accordingly, then I'm going to be this masculine bitch then, I guess. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you mean by it. Nobody want nothing fake, man. Men want women who are really already feminine and all this shit. We don't want women who have to fake being feminine or soft or whatever the fuck. You know, and when I say soft, nobody trying to say that a woman can't be a strong woman. Just don't act like a fucking man, that's all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nitpicking today with y'all, man. Anyways, man, she's wrong. And the reason why I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let y'all know this, y'all got to hang with me on this video. The title might seem off, but if you hang with me, I promise you'll have better understanding. The reason why I'm making this video, because it's leading women off. It's telling women, you know, I'm going to explain. Fuck it. I ain't going to explain. I'm going to explain. You know what I'm saying? It's making women think that I don't have to do anything, or I don't have to be a naturally submissive, I ain't going to say submissive, soft, feminine female unless a man deserves it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be striving to be this woman by nature, just by default. You know, it's telling women to only be this way if a man does this or that. But guess what? This is what women don't get. And if you listen to her, this is why you might end up being single, right? You're saying to men, they have to earn you, right? But guess what? Men who value themselves and actually is looking for something more than just pussy, right? They're looking to see if you are earning them too. So how the fuck can you earn a man if you're waiting for him to prove he got to prove shit before you be this woman that almost every man in the world wants, this soft, gentle, feminine type woman? How can you be this woman to the man if you're waiting for him to prove some shit, but the men who know their worth are waiting for you to show it too? Relationships are a give and take. All this, you're a man, you got to pursue me, I just stand here like a Barbie doll all day, that's only going to work for so long. That's only going to work with stupid ass men who don't know their worth. Any man, especially high value men who know their worth, that's why they're high value men. For one, that's how they got in that position as in life. They know their worth. They're not going to sit back and, oh, I'm just going to do everything for her and she ain't got to do shit. No, he wants to see if you like him too, because the stakes are higher for him. If y'all get divorced, you're more than likely going to get half of his money. So why the fuck would a man deal with a woman who can't even show interest like that? Not only that, everybody and their mama know that if a woman's really interested in you, she's going to try to show it back. So I'm getting the take that a lot of this is just women dealing with men they really don't want, or just wanting men for security or something. Because from what I've seen in life, any woman that really like me shows some type of sign of it. You know what I mean? Maybe she wants me to pursue her more than she pursues me. But she don't just sit back like a fucking Barbie doll and say that I'm not going to be nothing to you until you prove yourself to me. But yet she doesn't have to prove herself to you. That's where women are fucking up. They're falling under this notion that men got to do everything and prove everything first, and then I'll be your woman. But a man's not going to go for that, because he's already looking to see if you putting in effort too. And which brings me to my point of why you're only worth sex. What do I mean by this? Not in my feelings, but by you. Listen, if you're a woman listening, by you breaking yourself down to being only worth sex. How? How are women breaking themselves down to only being worth sex? Well, guess what? I'm not going to cook for you. I'm not going to cook for him until he proves he likes me. I'm not going to do shit for a man until he proves he likes me. Well, guess what? If you don't do nothing for a man, you don't even want to hit him up to say good morning or nothing. What good? You didn't reduce yourself to nothing but sex. You don't want to cook for him? You don't want to do shit. Then what the fuck do you do for a man? That's why a lot of women are only worth sex. Not because they are only worth sex, but because they reduce themselves by listening to these stupid ass feminists. Don't y'all know that feminists are probably bitter at women, right? Or men, and they telling y'all that I don't do shit for him. Don't do shit. The right man, it's okay to do for him because he's going to do back. But how the fuck you going to do for the right man and not run him off, and you just sitting there like a Barbie doll, and I'm not going to do shit for you until you do everything? Nah, I thought it was a give and take, right? How are you going to be valuable to a man if you don't do shit for the man? You don't do nothing. You can't even say good morning. A good morning text, but you want him to do every fucking thing. How does that sound? As a woman, ask yourself, man. It's leading y'all to fucking bullshit, I'm telling you. I get it. You don't want to submit to the wrong man, and I get it. A lot of men take you for granted, but you have to take that risk. You got to take that risk. You got to give. It's a give and take. If you give into a man and you're not getting, then that's different. Right? But you can't just sit here and expect it to work vice versa. You don't give nothing, but he gives everything. How you think that's going to work? The same way you feel when you feel like you're giving all to a man, you hit a man up this and this and he don't give nothing back. That's the same way a man's going to feel if he likes you. If he just want to fuck, he really don't give a fuck. But he might play it off like, here's 500. I'm going to make it look like I'm about to give her the world. And that's another thing that happens. We're going to get into that in a minute. I'm about to give her the world and make her think I like her so much, so she'll just give me some pussy. And when I get out, I'm gone, because that's all I want anyway. I got enough money. It ain't tricking if you got it. That's how most men think, right? But guess what, man? A lot of y'all are going to get men who don't care. You're going to get men who are deceived or deceiving you. You say, nah, that's bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. Because think about it. If I'm a man that just wants pussy, right? I don't want you. I just want your sex. I don't give a flying fuck if you really like me or not. So yeah, I'm going to cash out to you just so I can get my sex quicker I can get it. So yeah, I'll cash out to you. Here's 500 tonight or whatever they be doing. I don't know what the fuck they be doing. But you get my point, right? So yeah, but think about it. If it's a man that really thinks I really want a woman, but I know that I know that men are getting fucked over when they deal with women, I don't want to be hurt. He's going to be hesitant. He's going to be looking at you too, like, let me see if she really like me too. But she's not telling you that. Feminists are not telling y'all that. They're telling you that all men are just going to jump out the fucking window. Especially the ones that are really looking for something real. Those are the ones that are really going to be hesitant and weary, just like you if you're a woman. They're going to be worried just like you, but their feminists are telling you they're not human beings. You know what I mean? They're supposed to just be like the men who don't give a fuck and just want pussy. Yeah, it's easy if you just want pussy. You don't care. But if you actually care and you really trying to find something real, you're going to be weary. You're going to be worried if this woman's is she using you or not, or playing you or not. And how are you going to define this? And let me ask y'all women something. How's a man going to know if you really like him or not? Or you know, if you want to like him or whatever. How's he going to know? If you don't show him shit. How? I'll wait. Since y'all listen to feminists so much, fucking Paris Hilton and all these other motherfuckers. You listen to them so much, I'll wait. How man gonna know that you like him if you don't do shit? You just sit there, I'm a Barbie doll, I'm a woman. I'm a woman, motherfucker, bow down to me. And then I'll submit. It's ridiculous. And a woman should already want to be feminine by choice. I shouldn't have to, I don't want a woman I gotta make you feminine, because that's not who you really are. You're only faking it for me. You're only faking it to get shit out of me. Remember what she said? If you do this and this and this, then she'll be feminine. So that's basically AKA translation. If it's like a transaction, I'll be feminine to you if you basically be what do my agenda, do everything I want, cash out to me and all that, then I'll be feminine. What does that sound like to y'all, man? I'll commit to you only if you give me pussy. Come on, man. It's not real. Nobody wants that shit, man. Relationships are a give and take. All I'm saying is I'm not telling you to jump out a window and let men run all over you, but I'm telling you this. You have to put something into it. I ain't saying that you should pursue a man more than he pursue you, but you gotta let the motherfucker know he ain't wasting his time. You got to. All this, oh, well, he ain't got confidence. He should have confidence. We don't live in this age no more, man. It ain't about no fucking confidence. It's about, I don't want to get divorce raped or have a kid out of wedlock or waste my time. And plus, you have bad women who have ruined that shit. The bad women have ruined it where you could just sit back and the man do all the pursuing. Because why? They using men for dates and everything else. You got to understand these things, man, as a woman. You can't just look at it from one side and then run with it with the feminists and fucking do cartwheels and shit. It's a woman's world. You can't do that as women. Plus, when you don't offer to a man, when you don't give nothing to a man, you reduce yourself to just being worth sex, man. It's not that I'm saying a woman's only worth sex, but if that's all you offer to a man, then that's what you're worth. Think about it. You don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. I don't want to do shit for a man. I just want to look pretty and I'll give him sex if he does what I say. Then that's all you're worth. Think about it. Not because I feel that way that women are only worth that. Women could be the best thing God's ever given to you if she chooses to be. That's the thing. It has to be a woman that's trying to give value to you. And that's how I know that it's bullshit that I know it's bullshit that if you do all these things, then a woman will be this woman to you, because a woman who's really trying to fuck with you the long way is already trying to give. Yeah, she wants to take, but she's already trying to give. She ain't just looking at what you giving. So that's bullshit. It's all cap. It's deception. It's deception for the men, telling them if you fucking be fucking a dancing monkey, then the woman will love you forever. We know that's a lie. And it's also fucking deception to the women, because it's telling women you ain't got to basically do nothing because you're a woman. And the so-called high-value men that you want, that feel like they're worth something and know their worth, they're just going to be dancing monkeys for you. I don't think so. And they be liking y'all. Some of them be liking y'all, but y'all don't want to put no effort in. They like, shit, fuck it, she must not like me. I'm gonna pick the woman who actually shows me interest, you know what I mean? Or actually seems like she gives a fuck. Why would a man pick a woman? Why would a man in his right mind pick a woman that actually shows him that she cares over a woman that says you gotta do everything for me and prove yourself because you're a man, right? She has to prove herself to as a woman. Plain and simple, man. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Who goes into a relationship with somebody who is basically saying from jump, I ain't doing shit, you gotta prove everything. It's only gonna get worse, right? Who goes into that? And let's clear another thing up and I'm out of here, man. Let's clear one more thing. I hope women get this shit, man. I'm not saying women should let men run over them. I'm saying this because I feel like women reduce themselves to only sex in the eyes of a man as far as value when they don't add things, when you don't do things for a man. You can't do that as a woman. You're reducing your value. This is what a lot of good-looking women do. And I'm not saying good-looking is subjective, right? Because you might be a good-looking woman, you know? But I'm just saying this is what women do. Let's say this. This is what women do who use their looks to get everything from a man. That's all they bring to the table. Looks, nothing else. And so when they get older, it's harder for them to keep a man happy because they never learn how to be a woman. They never learn other traits. And now your looks, you still might look good when you're 30 something, but you got younger looking women now. So now it's your looks can't even bail you out anymore. Should have been learning how to be a woman. So all the women learning how to cook and clean, and men grow up and they actually want more out of a woman than looks. They're gonna pick the woman. Oh, she cooks and cleans and shit. She knows how to cook and clean. If we have kids, I'm picking her. I ain't gonna just pick the woman who looks good because, you know, I'm not 21 no more. See, I'm telling y'all, man, these things are real, man. You got to understand, you got to look at it from a male's perspective too, because you as a woman, you're selling yourself to the male market. You're not selling yourself to a fucking feminist who wants power over men. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It really is. And it can be sad vice versa with men who want just power and all this bullshit. Even though they men and they supposed to be leaders, you got to be careful with the power. You got to know what to do with the power if women actually grant you some type of power, right? But one more thing and I'm out of here, man. They say that if you do all these things, then you're going to get the most feminist woman ever. So it does not matter if a woman likes you or not, right? As long as you do these things as a man, you can have any woman you want, because according to her, if you do these things, you'll get the most feminine woman, right? But she said a version of your woman, as if your woman has two faces and shit. That's ridiculous. So basically, your woman's faking her feminism, or, you know, her feminine. She's faking being feminine to you only if you do what I say. Only if you do what I say, then I'll give you sex. Man, come on, man. It's not right, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I'm out this motherfucker, man. I mean, too many men and women in this fucking gender war thing is getting led astray. That's why my videos always be about both women and men, because I don't want to come off as I'm attacking only this one or that one, because it's both people, man, on some bullshit. Both people deceived and all that shit, man. But I'm done talking, man. You know what I mean? I'm dead serious. As a woman, if you just gonna just offer looks and think it's all about you and not want to do nothing for a man, then you reduce yourself to fucking sex Barbie doll. You're a blow up sex Barbie doll, basically. That's actually a real human being. That's all you are, because you don't want to do nothing else for the man. And it's not me saying it like I personally feel like that's who you are. That's what you have reduced yourself to by what you offer a man. Facts, man. So when a man when he try to buy a woman, that's what he's just an ATM. Instead of him trying to find other ways to make a woman happy other than here's some money, you know, he reduced himself to just a fucking ATM. So when all she wants is money and that's it, don't cry. You did that to yourself. You got to find other ways to make motherfuckers happy and shit, man. I'm telling y'all as women, man, I know they women and you wanna, some of the points women make, you know, as far as feminism and shit, it be on point, but a lot of that shit, you really got to look at it from a male's perspective too, so you don't get caught up in the bullshit. Because some of it's bullshit, man. And it could cost you the opposite gender. That's why you always got to put yourself in the opposite gender's shoes so you can kind of understand them too. Can't just understand it from the woman's perspective, or you'll be a feminist, or you'll take up for women who are wrong, which ultimately is a big problem with women and men. That's why you're basically taking up for people who are making it harder for you to get the opposite gender. In other words, a lot of women doing men wrong, taking them on, letting them take them on dates, using them and shit, and then y'all wonder why no man wants to take a woman on a date. But then you basically ignore or take up for them women doing that because it's a woman. You can't do that. Just like with the men. I know why a lot of women are the way they are, thinking all I gotta do is sit back and look good and everything's handed to me. I know why they think that way. It's because of men. If men put their foot down, women would, oh shit, man, I gotta get a man and I gotta actually be a woman to get one. I know what it is. So I don't just say, oh, it's a woman's fault. I know it's men's fault. It boils down to men not having standards. So vice versa with a lot of shit when it comes to women. I'm out this motherfucker, man. It's not, don't get caught up in the gender war, man. It's a war on the bullshit that women and men do, not a war on women and men. Remember that shit. Not a war on women and men, but the shit that they do.